All right. What are you doing, Rick? Good one. Good one. Today we got Rick, which is Pitsy, and we have Brody. So we're gonna make the Smurf nut real quick. Carbs are. These are the carbs today. You gotta be careful though, because there's a shit ton of fiber, and you will shit your pants like I did last night. Yes, I did. Indeed, shit myself. All right. Start filming when I'm at the gym.
Sorry, guys.
Some people got something inside them. It's like burning something inside that you've got to do. You feel different. You don't fit in. It is slightly. This is my passion. This is what I love doing. If I don't do this, I'm going to just go up and down. I remember there was a big snowstorm. There was no cars on the road. Cars, no buses, there's no transport. I trudged through that snow up past my knees to the gym. It took me about an hour and a half to get to the gym. And I thought to myself, you know what? Those fuckers in California right now, they're driving their Porsche, their Ferrari out in the sun, going to the beach. I'm here trudging through the snow, and they don't pay me.
Business as usual. That's the way. You got boys, come on. Yeah. Oh my God, it's getting nasty. Yeah, again. Bring it on. That's the way. Hold it down, one more act. Hold it down. You guys, let's get busy now. Yeah.
When you're starting out and you really need the help, you don't get in it. Nobody really understood what I was doing. Even my girlfriend or anyone that was around me didn't understand what you're doing here. It's a bit strange. Why are you eating every 3 hours? Why are you doing this? Why are you just you don't want to go out, you don't want to do anything, just doing this is a bit obsessive. But at the start you get nothing, you know, so you've got to really believe in yourself. You always got to believe in yourself, but the start is the hardest because nobody really understood what I was doing or believed that I could do it. First of all, this is what it takes. Are you prepared to do this? Are you going to do this? Yes or no? You're going to let yourself down? You're going to be a pussy? You're going to be weak? Push yourself to that maximum and see how far you can go and how far your mind can go into the pain. And
as I study and analyze my physique, I don't look in the mirror at admiration or satisfaction, because then you become content. When you become content with your progress, there's somebody coming up behind you or somebody ahead of you that's working harder. They're not satisfied, and I'm never satisfied with what I see.
Structured. I lived in a fucking box in order to be the best, meaning I had no outside. People would call me with their problems, I'd hang up on them. Phone were off. Don't bother me with negative shit. And I just went at it. I never was the most genetically gifted guy on the stage, but I trained my ass off. And I knew how to diet. I was always on track with everything.
What did it take for you to be the best?
I think I tortured myself, to be honest. I lived a very structured lifestyle. My life was structured where I'd still get up at 6 or 7 in the morning and I would train whatever twice a day. I'd be in bed at 9 or 10 o'clock and then the day would start the next day. So I treated it with a solid routine. You know, I followed the diet regimens, like I said. You know, everything was on point. But I think the dedication and the commitment to what I do, I mean, that's really what makes the athlete. You know, I like I said, I wasn't genetically gifted in certain areas, but I made up for it with the hard work. Everything was structured.
Chills when you watch this ever?
No, I don't get chills. Actually, it's probably more negative thoughts than anything because I know what I was thinking. I know how I was hurting mentally and everything like that. You know, I look at my history and pictures like that, and even, you know, the little picture of me there smiling, and I was like, wow, I just wish you loved yourself more.
Sunsets we wander through.
At that point in time, I was still trying to kill myself. I mean, I was very dedicated to trying to take myself, trying to take my life, and I just didn't care, and I just didn't want to be here. So when I look at that, you know, I'm just like, wow, man, I wish I could just go back and tell that kid, just, man, enjoy yourself. You know, look what you're doing. You know, love yourself.
Promise yourself. You fucking promise yourself you'll be the best fucking person you can be. That's what makes you train. That's what makes you grow. Nobody fucking knows the secret.
Like, what the fuck, man? It's disgusting. You're a grown-ass fucking man walking around with your tail tucked between your fucking legs. How about you stand up for once, and you stand up for not only the things you believe in, but for yourself? and for your future self, and for your kids and their kids? How about you stand up for them? How about you stand up for what you know in your heart is right and not what everyone else wants you to be? How about you fucking do that, man? You will live a much happier and fulfilled life. Fuck a plan B. Put all those eggs in a fucking plan A, bro. Don't fucking spread your eggs out in the other basket, man. You can only put so much effort into something. And if you're putting half of the fucking effort in a plan B just to fall back on, odds are you're gonna fall back on it.
You gotta stop listening to other people's perspective, because that's all it is, bro. It's just their perspective. Don't let them tell you who the fuck you are. The motherfuckers always trying to tell me who I am. You do not know me, bro. Like, trust me.
Fuck everything in your body is telling you not to do it. If you have that mindset, you're not gonna fucking hit it. Okay? Same thing with football. Any contact sport. You go in there acting like a pussy, you're gonna get fucking hit hard. Alright? You're gonna get hit fucking hard. So, you go in there, full force. You don't even have that mindset that you're not gonna hit it. You go in there, and you're like, fuck you, you're my bitch. And you pick that shit up. Ronnie Coleman, you said, if he can pick it up, it's lightweight, baby.